Hello there! Are you ready for some action figures from Attack of the Clones? Welcome to Unboxing the Boxes, my Star Wars collection. This is episode 133, War on Geonosis. Deluxe figures of the 2002 through 2003 Star Wars Saga Series. I long for the days when $10 would buy you a Star Wars Deluxe action figure. The Saga series of 20 years ago had some very sweet figures with some awesome accessories to go along with them. If you'd pick up a few of these figures, you would be well on your way to recreating the Battle of Geonosis. I have 9 Deluxe figures that I'd like to share with you today, all from the battle of that doomed planet. But of course, before I get into these, I would like to invite you to once again like this video, share it with your friends, leave a comment, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Now, what do you say we get started? The first one of this batch I would like to show you is a Nexu, or a Nexu. I think that's how you say it, Nexu. This is a nice big figure. It's just one figure, doesn't have accessories with it, but it is electronic. And if you push the little button here, I don't know if you could hear that. But yeah, it's a very good likeness. Not too bad size. I think in the movie he was actually bigger than this compared to a regular action figure. But still, your imagination could go a long way with this. As we take a little closer look at it, reading the back of it, it says, 10 years after the fight to save Naboo from invasion, the galaxy is on the brink of civil war. Under the leadership of a renegade Jedi, thousands of solar systems threaten to succeed from the Galactic Republic. This was one of the creatures that was going to be the executioners of our 3 favorite characters from that movie. So, there we go. And must have been a pretty good figure because, once again, I have 2 of them. And one thing I've noticed is this one, the plastic is yellowed a little bit from this one. This one is still fairly clear. I don't know if you can see that in the video. But yeah, there's a little bit of action going on here. But both of them still work. Yep. After 20 years, the batteries in these are still working, so not too bad. Good, strong batteries. So, let me get these off to the side here, and we'll get on to the next one. Now, of course, one thing that you maybe didn't notice in the Battle of Geonosis, but there were some spider droids that were there to help battle against the Jedi. And this one is kind of neat because the turret scans back and forth as it walks, and it's a wind-up droid, so you can make it walk. There's a little button right down here under the head that you can wind up, and it helps the thing to walk a little bit. Now, of course, as you can see too, there is a little bit of assembly required to this droid. What does it say on the back? The dwarf spider droid is a squat, multi-legged droid of destruction employed during the Battle of Geonosis. These mobile tanks typically serve the Commerce Guild in hunting down evading operatives. But when the Galactic Republic engages the Separatist armies on a full-scale ground assault, dwarf spider droids are deployed to counter the rebels' massive clone army. Nice little toy there to put into your system, don't you think? Next, let's get a little more. This is a heavy one. This is a very heavy one. And you'll see why. Because this is the Super Battle Droid Builder. Yes, you have your own little factory to build your own droids. And it even comes with a can of compound that you can place in the form, and you'd create the exoskeleton for a new droid. The Super Battle Droids are used in battle by the Trade Federation, assembled in a large factory on the planet Geonosis. The Super Battle Droids are fearless and tireless. They will run at full speed into combat with cannons extended, firing until they have reduced their targets to smoldering ruins. Now, one thing, if you look on the back of this, you can see there is some nice action figure or action that you could have with this. So very good figure. I wish they do stuff like this yet in today's action figure lineups, but not so much today. The next one is also an action figure with a very nice set of accessories, and this happens to be a flying Geonosian. And as you can see, we have a Geonosian here with a set of wings on it. You don't see too many action figures that actually have wings on them. Also, it comes with a sonic blaster and an attack pod. Inhabitants of the planet Geonosis, these winged warriors engage in a vicious battle on the side of the sectionist forces. Skilled fighters with weapons for which the Jedis have no known protection, the Geonosians threaten to overwhelm the belligerent Jedi who have come to the aid of Anakin, Padme, and Obi-Wan. Looking on the back, you see a nice little description there of what those things are. And what's really neat about this is you can actually stick the action figure in here, and then it can burst free in your imagination to go and do battle against the Jedi. Also, the energy blast here actually fires from the cannon that the action figure can use. So, another nice deluxe figure that we have here. Next, we're going to get a little bit of mix between the good guys and bad guys, if we want to say these are the bad guys. We have a little mix this time, and that is because we have C-3PO, and this is kind of a fun one because this is a C-3PO where his head gets swapped between a battle droid and himself, or his normal body. And as you can see, we've got the head, and this is the heads, the arms, and the legs are all swappable on these two figures, which is neat. Your imagination could have a lot of fun with this one. It also comes with kind of the treadmill from the factory where these were made, and an arm which can, picked up the heads and moved them or applied them to the battle droids as it was making them. So not a bad playset at all. On the back it does say, departing Tatooine on his first adventure, C-3PO joins Anakin, Padme, and his new counterpart, R2-D2, on a rescue mission to save Obi-Wan Kenobi. This worrisome droid gets into trouble while helping them investigate a mysterious droid assembly plant. Another nice deluxe figure there. Now, kind of along that line, let's move into Yoda. And this is another heavy one. And I think the reason for it is there's magnets involved with this one because, as we see here, it says Yoda with Force powers. And what are those Force powers? The base has a slide in it that allows you to do some things. Using the lever, you can slide Yoda toward the springboard, throw the super battle droid off the base with Force push action, and push Yoda toward the crane, then either pull him back or turn him to topple the crane with Force action. Nice little features with this one. Be a lot of fun to play with. It also says on the back, Yoda, the oldest member of the Jedi Council, is a powerful Jedi with enormous powers. Engaged in battle against a formidable and deadly super battle droid, Yoda reveals his superior skill in the Force as well as dexterity and fighting prowess. I think this would be a lot of fun to play with, and once again, we have some assembly required. So maybe we need more action figures with a little assembly required, don't you think? Now, the next one features another Jedi Knight, and this one happens to be Mace Windu battling a battle droid. Very light one on this one, because basically all we have is two action figures, along with, I guess this little blue thing here is supposed to be a Jedi force field, in which he can use to affect the droid and swing around and different things like that. Now, this one also has a special feature with the droid in that you assemble him, and when you insert the Force blast into the figure's sleeve, now we're talking Mace Windu, and pointed at the droid, you can actually blast the droid apart into pieces. So, kind of fun again. And Mace Windu's left hand is Force attracted, so you can have a little fun with the lightsaber there too. So again, a few different figures or a few different parts you can have a little fun with. What does it say about Mace Windu? A senior member of the Jedi Council, Mace Windu is a highly revered Jedi Master. He personally leads a battalion of Jedi to the Red Rock planet of Geonosis in an attempt to rescue Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Padme. Like I said, you get a few of these together, you could start putting together your own very good action scenes. Now, as you notice, we have a red battle droid here. And to tell the truth, I don't remember a whole lot of red battle droids in the movie. So I'm kind of glad when I was out searching for figures that I was also able to find our normal beige action figure to go along with it. So yes, this one had a variant with it. You had the red battle droid or the normal beige battle droid. So something you had to almost know about or get lucky and see both of them in the stores. The last one I have a feeling is a type of action figure and accessory that you would not see released by Disney or Hasbro today. Why is that? Well, it is Anakin Skywalker with lightsaber slashing action. And as you can see with this figure, we have a Geonosian that can actually be sliced apart into pieces. Yes, and how many pieces do we have? Well, it looks like we have 3 pieces that it could be cut apart into. And Anakin does have a slashing action with this figure. There again, your imagination could really get going with this. As far as what it says about Anakin, battling for their lives in the arena, Anakin and Obi-Wan clash against thousands of Geonosian warriors in a grueling confrontation. As Geonosians attack, Anakin uses the Force to retrieve a second lightsaber and prepares to defend himself at all costs. As a few of these little creatures found out about, didn't they? Well, there we have it. These are, there's actually more deluxe figures in this series, but these are the ones that kind of dealt right around the Battle of Geonosis. So I thought these would be a fun one to put together. Which of these happens to be your favorite? Leave a comment below and let me know which one you really liked or ones you really liked. I think they're all awesome. And like I said, if I would have been a kid at the time, I don't think these would have been still carded as they are now. Well, once again, I'd like to thank you for watching this video, for liking this video, and commenting down below. And of course, thank you all for subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the button quick. And as far as this video goes, I think we're about done. So until next time, may the Force be with you and keep collecting.